What's up guys? Today we're going to be tinting the fog lights on my WRX behind me. This is an older car, but you can do this on any car. You can do this on a brand new car, whatever. I got some tint from eBay. I've had this stuff for a number of years, so do not ask me where I got it from. Off of eBay, it was like 15 bucks or something like that. I've used it on multiple cars, used it on my BRZ, used it on this WRX a couple times. But yeah, we're going to be redoing this because this tint actually, it gets UV, like the sun gets to it and it gets all hard, and then you have to rip it off and redo it every couple years. It usually lasts about 4 or 5 years and it starts looking a little corroded, so we're going to put some fresh stuff on. Currently you can see the fog lights are actually clear, kind of as they would be normally. I like using this stuff because it makes the car look a little bit more like kind of like that JDM look. Maybe a little rally inspired too with WRXs and whatnot, but I know a lot of people use this tint. They have different tints you can get. You can get the Lamin-X stuff that's actually like cut out for your fog light very specifically. Personally, I just like buying the cheap stuff and cutting it out myself, so let's go ahead and dig into this. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is get a screwdriver or whatever to pry off if you have any like a cover or bezel around this. This one has like a little bezel here. You can normally see a little tab to like kind of stick this in, so just kind of stick it in there, gently pry it off, and boom, it's out and you're in. Alright, so next up, take some isopropyl alcohol or other cleaning solution, whatever you want to use. Get a rag or a paper towel or something, squirt it on there and clean this up a little bit. You can see mine was a little bit dirty, but nothing really major. The car was just washed before this, so any like bug guts or anything has been taken off the car. But make that as clean as possible. Alright, so next up, get your tint out and look for a sheet that is not all messed up like this one is. This stuff's been sitting for a number of years. So I'm going to get this nice clean area here in the middle, and I'm just going to kind of cut, get some pieces that I know. I don't have to measure or anything. I'm just going to get like a general. I know this is like, I don't know, about 3 by 4 inches, so this should kind of work. I'm going to cut this up, and then we're going to take that piece and cut it in half and then position it where we want it on the car. Alright, I got one of them cut already. You can see it's kind of cut in a like octagonal shape, I guess you can call it. This is to like bend it around the sides however I want it. I'm not going to choose to do a complete circle around this because if you actually look, my cover here actually kind of covers up any part of the actual like square of this, so you can put it on as a square. Cutting it in a circular pattern or a shape like this kind of helps a little bit to kind of get the edges where they need to be. So more or less, I'm going to take the cover off. I'm going to take the backing off of this so it's sticky, and place it on there, and then just kind of start working it all in there. So it took me a couple tries, but the key here is stretching on this one. Stretch the material, and that's going to alleviate as many of the wrinkles as you can. I got a little wrinkle down here at the bottom, but I'm not too concerned about it. Make sure you get any bubbles out, and you can see I'm placing it all around this edge here, and I'm not too concerned about how it is adhering to the edge at all here, because what's going to happen is once you go ahead and put this on, I'm just going to clip this back into place here with one hand. In general, see, you're not going to be able to see anything. You know, at least on this model, you're not going to be able to see any of that stuff around there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this little bubble out here. There's a little bubble hanging out there that I'm a little particular with, but other than that, just make sure you stretch the material a lot. Like, I mean, literally yank on it, pull on it, stretch it out. That's going to be the easiest to do. There's a little line there, but obviously from, even a foot away, 2 feet away, you're not really going to be able to see that. But I'm going to try to do as best that I can on this one, and then we're going to move over to the other side. Alright, so I just finished up the driver's side. It's pretty good. It looks like shit right now because you're going to see all the wrinkles over here, obviously. But once you put the bezel on there, you're going to see that it's going to look totally different. So let's go ahead and slap that on. Alright, so there you go. It's kind of the final product. Make sure that's clipped in there good, but you can see like all around the edges there, you know, there's a little tiny wrinkle right there, but you know, you're gonna get that, and there might be a little bubble right there. If you want to get real particular, you can keep doing this over and over and try to get out all your wrinkles and bubbles and whatnot, but that's pretty good for me. I mean, there's a little wrinkle there, but whatever. Alright, so there you go, kind of the final product. What it's gonna look like. Pretty good. You can tell I polished these headlights to get them all shined up again there, but yeah, there you go. A little look around of the whole car here, but yeah, and I got some excess that I'm gonna have to throw away here, but yeah, definitely get a hair dryer. Don't use a heat gun. This was actually plenty. It was almost too much in some regards on high, so utilize that, get it all heated up. Basically just stick it on there and then heat it up, like get it really, really hot, and then start pulling it and putting it wherever you can, get rid of all the wrinkles. Alright, so that's about it. Stupid small little modifications you can do. I do to this car, I do to my BRZ. I kind of like the look. Haven't done it to the Sentra yet, but I know that's going to be a lot harder because, as you can see right here, it's all part of the bumper. So if it's just part of the bumper, you have to like cut it out as an exact circle and try to get it on there. So if I do try it on this car, yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Don't want to take the bumper off. I guess you could take the full bumper off. You could take the full bumper off, do it, and then put the bumper back on if you really wanted to, but having the covers on there is like super easy. Like on Subarus have that. The BRZs have a little bezel around there. This one has a bezel. If you have covers or whatever, a lot easier doing it that way. Pop the cover off, put on whatever you need to put on, and then you're good to go. So if you guys do like this, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my other videos. Check out my other DIY videos on this car or my BRZ, and have a great day.